Hello, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today, I created the pink look, and yeah, it was quite the challenge. A lot of disasters happened. So, if you want to see how I came up with this look and watch the train wreck that unfolds, keep on watching. And if you are new, the biggest warm welcome to you. Don't let this deter you away. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of all my future uploads. All right, you guys, come join the train wreck. Today is going to be the pink shade, and which is I'm super happy because in the summer and spring, pink is one of my favorite colors to wear. I just love it. Unfortunately, I just have never really worn a lot of pink on my eyes. So this is going to be a little out of my comfort zone and a little challenging for me. Certain shades just challenge me to no end, and pink is one of them. And I will say, because a lot of pink shades, I don't know if you guys have this trouble, the pink or not mauve, but even burgundy, it's like my eyes have an irritation to it. I don't know if it's something in the pigment, so I got to be careful what pinks I use. Otherwise, it just, yeah, my eyes start watering and it's a hot mess. So, but today I'm super excited. This is going to be interesting, and what look I do come up with. Unfortunately, I am using a few different palettes. By no means, should you go out and get these palettes. I'm sure you can find any pink shades to kind of mimic the same eye look, so that is not my plan when I do these videos. I do not want you guys running out and buying products if you don't need them. We can always find something in our collection to come up with the same look as I have today. I just grabbed a bunch of different palettes and we'll see what we come up with. All right, let's get into this. But first, I do want to talk about, like I mentioned in the last video, is e.l.f.'s new Holy Hydration face cream. But this one has SPF 30 in it. And it says you can use it as a primer, which I have been testing for a few days. And I'm really finding it does work well as a primer. The great thing is it does have niacinamide in it, hyaluronic acid, and peptides. So it's super, nice for the face. You'll see that there's really no white cast after application. So this is what it looks like inside. It's your typical cream. There is a slight fragrance, and because most of their products, I think all of the products are fragrance free. So whatever is in here is probably a little bit of the sunscreen. And from what I have been looking everywhere to find out if it's chemical or mineral. And I believe it is mineral just by some of the ingredients and some of the reviews. I have it all applied. I put it everywhere. Normally I put it around my ears, on my chest, what little extra I put it on my hands. So yeah, I would lather myself up. But as you can see, there was no white cast. I love this stuff. It is so nice. It makes my skin feel very moisturized. Yeah, it's really nice. So and it has been working really good as a primer. It's $12 on their website. I don't even think it's in stores yet, but I'm telling you guys, e.l.f.'s shipping has become faster than Amazon. Are you guys having a problem with Amazon? I swear, I'm getting so frustrated. You pay for Prime. It's supposed to be here in 2 days. Everything lately has been coming like 5-6 days. I'm ready to cancel the Prime. Okay, I'm going to start with my eyes. And I did get a new brush kit, and it's through BH Cosmetics. You guys, they have the best brushes. I love these ones and Morphe's. They tend to be the ones I do gravitate towards the most. But BH's are beautiful brushes. And so, yeah, I saw the set. I thought I would give it a shot and see what it... This is what I wanted. So I got the whole set because I wanted this brush. So, and they're super affordable. But it came in this nice case, too. So, yeah, I'm super excited to try these out. To see if they're just as, good as the other brushes I do own from them. And they, oh boy, yeah, there's a lot of brushes in here. So it's a 10-piece brush set. So Yeah, I'm gonna give them a try. They're really pretty. I'll just even show you one of the brushes. Very lightweight. It has like a silver handle. The brushes seem very nice. They are numbered, like this is the number 5. So I imagine it would be nice for a crease brush, and I will be trying that today. And also through BH Cosmetics website, on the same day I made the purchase, I got this palette. Funny story. Now on the website, I'll put a picture up here. The pans looked way bigger, so when I got it, this is how big they were. I was like, what is happening? They're like miniature, you know. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I was kind of disappointed, but we will see if the formula is good, then I will forgive them. But yeah, on the website, it just, I don't know, they looked a lot bigger. So it's called Flower Power. I think now the thing is, you know, they do have some pink shades and nice purples. So I'm just going to try to decide what I'm going to use as my transition shade with that new brush set. It really didn't have a good transition brush. So I'm going to use my Morphe 573. I think I'm going to go in with the shade right now. It's called Vibes down here. And just kind of see what that looks like. I'm just going to go in very light like I normally do, just to see what this transition looks like. Hopefully it's not too brown, because I do not want any browns in this look. I don't think, as of right now. So yeah, I'm just going to start with that. And right now it looks not too in the brown family. So I think we're going to get lucky with that. Yeah, you guys, I mean, it looks like we're going to start opening up the world. Amazing. I think I heard something like June 1st. I mean, no mask and all that. It's going to be so weird to see people's faces. We got to get our lipstick back down. Yeah, there's a few stores right now that's already here in Michigan, which is really a huge step for us, because we were one of the more strict states with the mask mandate. And there's a few stores like Target and I guess Sam's Club. They took the signs down, and it's so funny because people are still going in, and it's like, what do we do? You know, what do we do? But yeah, in Target the other day, everybody was still wearing their mask. I think I saw maybe 1 or 2 people that did not have theirs on. So I think everybody's still, you know, here we complained about it, you know, for so long, but there's still obviously, you know, I think it's more so that nobody just knows what to do. Yeah, so it's interesting. I'm very excited, you know, nervous. I'm sure we are going through the same feelings towards this. I'm curious to see what your guys's thoughts are on the opening of the states. I see a lot of people starting to travel, go on vacation. It's just nice to see. Let's just hope that it stays this way and everybody stays, you know, healthy, and that we're in the right, you know, going in the right direction. So I really don't have, I wanted a really light pink. So I'm actually going to go into this blush palette that I had, you know, bought through TJ Maxx not too far back. It was like $3.99, and I think I'm just going to mix like the 2 shades here. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetic number 7. This is they said it was for a crease blending brush, so like I said, I'm just going to mix the 2 and see what shade this brings me. And I'm just going to go pretty much in my crease. And kind of, I want to bring it up quite a bit. You know, I probably could have even done this as my transition shade, but I thought it might be too light. So we're just going to keep going with this. And I will say, you guys, when I do edit and, you know, do the thumbnail picture, these shadows really look so much lighter than in, you know, how I see it. I think I'm going to have to, you know, apply more than I normally would for it to come out as vibrant on camera here. So there's a lot of light, so I think it washes the color out quite a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go into Unity here, and I'm going to put that on. It looks like their number 6 brush here, and it's pretty cool. It's like an angled type of brush, so it's going to be perfect like for my outer corner. And just kind of put that in here. You'll go at an angle, which is nice. It almost like does it perfectly for you. This is a nice brush. I just gotta learn how to use it a little bit here, so bear with me. I think I'm just gonna kind of sweep it into, boy, that makes it so nice and easy. Yeah, look how that, made it so simple to do that. Kind of like just does it for you, does that sweeping motion. I really like this brush. I'm going to take the number 5 brush. It's more like a flat brush here, and I'm going to go into Love, and that's right here. And hopefully this shade will be okay. Like I talked about, there's certain shades that really irritate my eye. So hopefully this isn't it. And I'm just going to kind of deepen up the center part here. So when I close my eye, and I'm just going to go above what I just did over here. And I think I'm going to have to creep most of this up a little bit more because I feel like it's just too low with my hooded eye. So that's why I am going probably higher than most people. I'm going to take this number 6, that crease brush, and just kind of go over the top of this just to move that shade up just a little bit and to soften the edge. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this palette, you guys. I feel like I'm really having to work with it. It seems kind of patchy. Yeah, and it could be me. Like I said, I have a hard time with pinks, and yeah. I think I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Peace, and I'm just going to put it on my finger. And yeah, even the shimmers here are for BH are a little disappointing. I'm a little shocked with this palette. Normally, I absolutely love their palettes, and this one I'm just struggling. Even this shimmer, I really have to dig into the pan to make it happen. Now, once it does come out, it's gorgeous. It has all these beautiful shifts to it. There's like a purple, I see a little bit of blue, pink. So it is beautiful, but yeah, I just feel like everything's just really patchy and just not easy to work with. This look just needs a little something. I think I'm going to go into Dream here on the upper corner and just add a little bit more color to it. Now that shade came out pretty strong on my brush, but yeah, you guys, I don't know. It's just not, these are not doing anything. I'm just going to add this to the outer portion of the eye. I just feel like it just needed a little something, and that does seem to be helping. It's a really pretty color. I'm not taking it all the way to the corner, just kind of adding just a little bit of pop there. All right, you guys, the struggle is real with this palette, but this is, I don't want to not show you a look that doesn't turn out just because it doesn't turn out. Things don't always work out the way we envision. So I would never want to take something out just because it didn't turn out, because when the look is done, we might end up just loving this. I got to remain calm here. All right. And then, so the only other shimmers that they have in here They might be too deep. Like they have this disco and it looks like gold. So I don't think that would really go with this look too much. So actually I brought down a highlighter and I'm going to use the lightest shade here. Maybe just mix these two together. And this is through Believe Beauty. And I think I'm just going to put that in my inner corner here. I'm going to put a little bit at my brow bone here. Okay, so let's put the palette aside and go on to some other products here. All right, so... Oh, look at this cute cup. I got this on clearance at Walmart last summer, and I have Sonic Ice. I don't know where you live, if you guys have Sonic. And did you guys know that they sell their ice in a huge bag? You're welcome. I love their ice. I can't even stand it. It's great for like the summer. If you're having some cocktails, it's like the perfect ice. Okay, so let's move into the complexion. And of course, I have new products here. I think I'm just a glutton for punishment here. So, and it's the Essence Pretty Natural. This is a newer, and this is their hydrating foundation. I love the Wet n Wild one I tested the other day. Gosh, that is such a nice product. I have been using it nonstop. But this one also, yeah, 24-hour lasting hydration. The 40 is neutral vanilla and the 90 is neutral suede. So I'm going to put a little bit on each on a palette and see what it looks like. Now this one is the 40, and that's what that looks like here. And let's put the 90 next to it and see what that looks like. Okay, so these are the different shades here, and see how it's not like a huge jump. You would think like one would be super dark. Let's see, this one is the 40 right here. That seems kind of light. And let me try the 90. I think 90 would probably be more my shade. Even if let's see what happens if I mix them. Mixing them might be good. I might as well. Why waste product? You know me. So we're just going to mix these two together to come up with my custom shade. A little thicker than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm going to try their number 4 here as a foundation brush. I don't think that's what it's meant for, but that's what I'm using it for today. I just sprayed it with a little bit of my e.l.f. Coconut spray that I've been loving. And again, I didn't use any primer on my face. So yeah, this one, I can tell right off the bat, I think it has less coverage than the Wet n Wild one did. So we'll see if this is buildable. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a very, very damp sponge. I mean, it's hardly even damp. And just go and pick up the excess. And again, I'm not adding any product at this point. I'm just kind of pushing the product in. And right off the bat, I can tell there's hardly any coverage. Yeah, I am not liking this. For me, you know, I'm more of a, I need more coverage than this for myself. Now, if you like a super, super natural look, you might like this, but even at that, yeah, I just feel like it does absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a tinted moisturizer but even at that, it doesn't even really sink into the skin, and I'm pushing pretty hard. I'm having to use a lot of product, so I'm glad this was super cheap, because yeah, this would have been super disappointing if it was a lot of money. So I actually am just going in with the number 90 now. Even mixing them, I think it was a little too light, and see if I can get it a little bit more coverage at least. Have you guys tried this? What do you think? Maybe it's just me, with wanting more coverage, I was so highly impressed with the Wet n Wild one that, yeah, this one is just not what I was thinking. Now that I've added more product, it's a little better, but you have to use tons of product to even notice a difference on your skin. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just rubbing in literally moisturizer. Yeah, definitely not a fan of this at all, but that's just my personal preference, with foundations. But like I said, it doesn't even sit nice on my skin. It looks super patchy in some areas. I mean, it's showing dry spots I really didn't know I had. It's not my favorite, that's for sure. I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder just through my T-zone. The reason why I like using this or Rimmel products in the summertime is a lot of their stuff is waterproof. So it helps with, perspiration and keeping stuff in place. I'm going to put this in the T-zone. That helped the situation just a touch. Okay, and I have really been enjoying this Makeup Revolution as a contour. It's like the perfect shade for contouring. And it's actually a brightening concealer, but I just got a darker shade. I believe it's Warm Chestnut. And yeah, like I said, just for me, it's like the perfect shade for just sinking in that area ever so slightly. And my double chin. All right, and now I'm going to use Essence Matte Bronzing, and this is in Chocolate Sundae. Look how big this pan is. It's almost as big as my head. So I'm going to try that I'm going to try this on the fan brush. I think this would just be the perfect brush for that. Wow, that makes it fun and easy. There's just a slight fragrance to that. I really like this brush, how that applied this bronzer. Makes it so easy. It's like the perfect angle for all of this. And it's very soft and luxurious. I'm just adding a little bit of that powder, the Rimmel one, just to carve out that a little bit. Sometimes I let it sit and really bake, but today I'm just going to tap it in. And with this look, I think this e.l.f. Putty Blush will look super pretty with it. I used it in the previous video, but I think I'm going to be using this a lot in the summer. It's just a fun shade. And if you feel like you applied too much, you can always go in with your foundation. I guess that's what we're going to call it today. And I'm going to go back into that palette that I used for my eyes. I think I'm going to use, let's see what shade. I think I'm going to use this shade right here. And just go over the top of this just ever so slightly. I said ever so slightly, and I went really heavy-handed. It could be this blush, you guys. It was $3.99. That kind of messed with this eye look, and because I really don't even like it today as a blush. It did not go over the e.l.f. Putty Blush really well. So yeah, maybe it was, it's just with this. So yeah, maybe the $3.99 is such a great idea. All right, and to set the rest of my face, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Halo Powder. I had to open up a new one because I went through the other one. So I'm going to try this new BH brush. Well, I guess I'm not going to use concealer today. Oh man, so yeah, let's go into concealer before we go any further. I am going to try the Tarte, that new Tarte that I got in my BoxyCharm. It's the new Shape Tape Glow Wand, and I'm going to try it under my concealer today. And I'm going to put it, ooh, I might have put way too much there. And what this is supposed to do, like, it's almost like a color corrector type thing, and it's supposed to brighten the eye. So that's what we're going to see if it does. Now the other day, as you can see, it's a little, it darkens things up a little bit, but not bad. Yeah, definitely did add some glow into the under eye. And now I'm going to go in with their Shape Tape. Be a little careful because I got a lot of powders going on there. And this is their ultra creamy one. I don't use the dry one for sure. So I put a little bit of setting spray on my sponge here, like I always do. And again, the reason why I do that, it helps to set your concealer. And it kind of smooths it out. Oh, that looks good. I like it under the concealer than over it. Yeah, I really like that. Here's where the bad part comes in. I do need to set this just slightly with a powder, and I'm just going to go in with my number 7 under the eye, and I'm just using a sponge today because I forgot my under eye brush, and I'm just putting very little. I'm just going to set around the perimeter of my face because I've already set the T-zone with the Rimmel. What is strange is my complexion looks dried, and I thought it was supposed to be like hydrating, you know. So the setting spray that I chose to bring down here, I'm a little nervous to use. I just have to buff this out a little bit. It looked a little cakey there. Yeah, so I'm almost wondering if I should use this as my setting spray. The only bad thing is I do not like the nozzle on here. It really just, you know, comes at me. So, oh well. Then I am going to take my sponge and just press this in while it's drying. It really helps with sinking the product into your wrinkles, your skin. Yeah, I love doing that. So try it, you guys, one time. You know, spray your face with your setting spray and then go in with your sponge. Honestly, the complexion turned out, you know, once it sat down, it's not horrible. I'm just not impressed that it's not hydrating. Okay, now I'm going to go back into the highlighter. I think I'm going to actually use that shade, this little pink. I think that might go with the look a little better. And yeah, that looks really nice there. Yeah, this Believe Beauty highlighter is very nice. I'm going to use the Colourpop Bff Eyeliner. I really did like that the other day. Hopefully it wasn't a fluke. Okay, and I'm just taking my wing out just a little bit more than I normally do. There. So let's go back into this palette. I'm going to go into Dream up here, and I'm putting it on that new BH brush 9. Looks like basically just an angled brush. And I'm going to put that on my outer corner. Just add a little bit more color. This is a nice brush. I really do like this. Again, it's a more firm brush that I like. Now I'm going back with their number 5 brush, and I think I'm going to go into Unity and just do the tip of that. Tap it off. Just kind of go from the middle over. I actually have a new lip product that I want to try out. It's NYX's Lingerie XXL, and this is in the shade Push D Up. Okay, and this is what the wand looks like here. And from what I understand, this is supposed to be super long lasting. So imagine it's going to dry down pretty matte. I do like the applicator. It is allowing me to like overline a little bit. I like this color. It smells super good. So it goes on creamy, and I like the shade for summer, and with this look it works, you know. So it's not too bright and not super comfortable. It's already starting to dry down, so let's see what happens there. Okay, so I did bring down just some falsies. I don't even know what they are. They are ones that I have cut in the past, and I put them in these little cases here that I get on Amazon, but it's just a corner lash. So I'm going to go apply those, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look, and it actually turned out more bold than I was in my head when I first started filming. I actually was going for a more softer look, but things change, and things happen, and I wanted to keep filming because it does challenge me. And I think what happened was, like yesterday, like I was saying, when I did the green look, and in here it looked so vibrant and pretty, but on camera, as I kept filming, when I was editing, I'm like, where did all the shades go? It looks so bright and happy here, and on camera it just looked muted. So I think I was just trying to overcompensate for that, and it turned out looking very bright. So, but I mean, for the situation and for what it is, I actually think it turned out a lot better. And this would be fun in certain circumstances. So I'm not horribly mad at it. It's just a little louder than I was anticipating. But yeah, I do like it. The palette, it's okay. I think I want to work with it again. I think the blush, when I used that as a transition, it threw it off. The complexion, for me, it's a no. I don't like the Essence Hydrator. The Wet n Wild is much better on my skin. Now, if you guys use this Essence, enjoy it. Please let me know. Maybe I'm applying it wrong or something, or it's just too light of a coverage for me. Yeah, so I need just a little bit more coverage, but and I was surprised that my skin looked dry after the application. And I use powders with other foundations or tinted moisturizers, and it didn't look dry like this one did. So hopefully you didn't click on it today's video. Things happen and disasters happen. I see it happen all the time here on YouTube. So I won't be the first and I won't be the last. Yeah, it just shows that we all have good makeup days, or things that we think are going to turn out in our head turn out completely different, and it's okay. I hope you enjoyed today's video, even though it was quite the struggle. But if you did, if you could please give it a thumbs up still, it does help my channel. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I love you guys dearly, and until next time.